rappelling is one of those things, it's almost like scuba diving. It's either you do it right,
Or you did.
you trust the gear, everything is fine. If you forget to do some maneuvers or some tricks, that's when it can go horribly wrong on you. Can I get you to put me back on, Billy? So I'm climbing, I get here, I'm the last one to climb today, okay, so I want to thread my rope and rappel off. Then instead of doing this, that's a quick trick, that's a quick and dirty trick, right, to position myself and get my hands free. But is this cool as a lanyard to secure myself? Like those are all non-locking.
No.
Why is it cool? Now, because
You've got that other one.
I'm on belay. It doesn't matter. This could be dental floss, and if the dental floss holds or if it breaks, it doesn't matter. I'm on belay. I'm on the rope, so that's fine. But if I'm to do rappel, I'm gonna do a proper lanyard. To do so, I'll grab a double overhang, double shoulder length sling, sewn sling. I like this Black Diamond 120 centimeter, works very good. So I take a bite, I pass through my two tie-in points, I open this way, and I slip that in. Okay. It's called the girth hitch.
Yep.
And you notice I paid attention not to have the stitches like involved or giving me grief here. Next, I will make myself an overhand knot, simple knot, about this length.
Yep.
Locking carabiner. This has to be a locker, and then I'll clip it here.
So now you're secure.
Yeah.
Not secure. Not secure.
No, I am secure actually. This is proper. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a bit far. You know, if that's the case, well, mind you, I can reach it. But if you got short arm and you can't reach it, you can shorten your leash by doing a kind of one of those.
Got it.
That's one way. So then I'm be closer a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. I will at this point tell my guy that I am secure altogether. Okay. Secure. He's taking me off. Gonna take the rope out of the device.
Off the way.
Off belay. The same trick. I'm gonna take now a bite of my rope, a bite through both rings. Right. Pull a bunch of slack through. I undo my knot. And that's the tricky part. I want to make sure here, once it's passed through, that both ends, pass me the other end of, well actually here I'll just grab this part of the rope, thank you. I'm going to make one of those double overhand or barrel knot like you had it earlier. Okay. And imagine, say that this is the middle mark of my rope. Sorry, the end of my rope. So that's the end of my rope here. Okay, I'll put knots at the end of each rope independently like this. Why would I put knots? Why do I do those knots, you think?
Close the system.
To close the system? Could you be more specific why? Or what do you mean by closing the system?
Well, I guess once, well, if it goes through the wrap rings, it'll get stuck.
Yeah, so there's no way for me to rappel and slide here down those ropes and slide past those knots. The knots would stop me, so I'm captive in a closed system. Yeah. So I start with both ends of the rope, then I go like this. So if I start with both ends, and I'm diligent about like keeping the ropes together, what portion of the rope should I end up here with?
Middle.
The middle. Yeah, very good. Good. Then I will go here. And instead of using my belay loop, like we've been doing all along, I'll use this other area here, called the belay loop extension. So below that first little knot I placed, I'll clip here. Okay. Then I'm going to go with both ropes, making two bites, a bites with two ropes, through my device.
Is that on one on each side?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
like so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, lastly, if there's somebody at the bottom,
Make sure the rope touches the ground.
they can provide me with a fireman belay. So I would make sure that I'm backed up. Backed up means if I am, for some reason, losing control of this as I'm going down, I'll be almost like, this is very similar to how we lowered people. This time around, I'm going to lower myself with the device being at my harness. So with the two ropes. So if I'm to let go, or just like I rappel, there's a rock, get knocked, or I get attacked by killer bees, I got a malfunction, you can basically take over control of my device remotely from the base, from the bottom. But imagine that there's no one at the bottom for me, or I'm multi-pitch rappelling, or some scenarios this way. I'll grab a personal pressic or the rappel backup.
No, the auto step.
Auto block, yeah. A bit of a misery. So this is hollow block, which I will use to build an auto block with. Okay, so hollow block is a specific kind of, it's a specialized tool. It's one of those rare thing on my kit that does only one job very well, which is backing up a rappel. Okay, now you see this, my belay loop.
Yep.
I'll go like here, same. I tie myself a little girth hitch.
Yep.
And this has to be well dressed, like no fold or no weird anything. Has to be like a well tied, needy knot. Okay. So girth hitch here and a carabiner on top. Then I go with the two strands around the brake strand, and then I'll clip that. So this here will be it's called a third hand backup. So I've got one hand, two hand. This is my third hand. Okay, I'll need to keep it open, right? But as soon as I need it, it'll kind of lock and engage, and this will hold my belay device, or my rappel device in that case, locked. Okay, so but for now I don't need it locked, so I'll keep it loose. At this point I'm on the two strands. Okay, this other blue sling becomes redundant, so I'll take that out of the equation altogether.
Is there a piece to it? Because my friends always check to see if there's like the rope touching the ground. Are we past that point already?
No, it's good. You should make sure that it reaches the ground. But if you're multi-pitch rappelling, you do this. You might have to repeat that system 5 times. So on your first few times, they won't be on the ground. So just make sure there's not. And on